I know we have eaten all the rice, all the chicken, even eba and soup is part of the food we have here. Well, come on, let's come back to reality. Let's come back to the reality. Let's come back to our senses and really understand the essence of Easter as a whole, the essence of Jesus' death and resurrection. You see, Jesus died. He died, he didn't remain there, but he resurrected, and that's victory over death. But it's more, there's more to it. I just want to quickly share something I've learned, or some things that I've learned from the death and the resurrection of Jesus Christ. You see, in those days, it was only the high priest that could enter the temple. They were the only ones who could, go to the temple to pray, to seek the face of God, all of that. We as normal civilians, we could not go into the temple of God. But something happened when Jesus died on the cross. I'm going to be reading Mark chapter 15 verse 38. It says, "And the veil of the temple was rent in twain from the top to the bottom." I'll read it again. "And the veil of the temple was rent in twain from the top to the bottom." I pray that whatever it is I'm going to be saying, that the Lord gives you understanding and he expands it to your heart. Initially, God's plan, what he originally created, was for us to have this relationship with him, this fellowship with him, this communion, this intimate relationship with him. But when Adam fell and all of that was broken. There was a barrier. There was something that now separated us from God. That was why in those days it was only the high priest that could go into the temple. Only those who were holy, who were perceived to be holy then, that could go into the temple. But when Jesus died, he said it is finished. The moment he said it is finished, the veil in the temple was torn, which means what was separating us, between us and God, was taken away. That gap between us and God was broken. The wall was broken. We now have access. We now have access into the presence of God. You see, when we celebrate Easter like this, is God calling us to a deeper relationship with us, with him, deeper intimate relationship with him, because he knows that there's nothing stopping you from having relationship with God, because what was stopping us from having that relationship with him before has been taken away. Jesus has come, he has paid the price, and he said it is finished. When Jesus says it is finished, it is actually finished. Nothing is remaining there. So that barrier was broken. And again, the second thing I would say is that when we celebrate Easter, when we remember the death and the resurrection of Jesus Christ, it's for us to know that Jesus is coming back soon. The rapture will happen soon. But the question you need to ask yourself, even eating the chicken and everything, is when he comes, if Jesus should come now, will I be part of those who will be raptured? Will I be part of those who will go with him, who will reign with him in heaven? That's a question you need to ask yourself. Sometimes it's good to celebrate, it's good to shout, it's good to do all of those things. But sometimes just sit down and reflect on all those things. In the midst of celebration, sit down and reflect. Why are we celebrating this? Why are we celebrating Easter? It is not just to eat rice and chicken. It's for us to sit down and think of those things Jesus came to do for us. Now, it's for us to take up that authority. It's for us to not take up that I don't know how to put it, but it's for us to not emerge. Emerge. Take your position. Jesus has paid the price. Take your position and begin to work in it. He has given you victory over death, over sickness, over poverty, over everything. Now take position, rise, get up, and do something with your life. So that was all I'll be sharing with us today. I love you all with the love of God.